If you rewind 2 or 3 decades ago, a lot of people thought that private label was all about margin enhancement. It was all about figuring out how to take the fact that, a large percentage of the cost of the products that we see on the shelf today are marketing costs. It was about taking that marketing cost, removing it, and having that drop to the bottom line. If we look at what's happened over the last decade, decade and a half, that's flipped quite a bit. And now private label has changed from being just a margin driver to actually being a loyalty driver. So private label is now about how do we build, how do we create, how do we make amazing product that can't be found anywhere else in the world. So you think about some of the favorite private label products we have, whether it's Trader Joe's everything seasoning, or we think about some of the sauce products that we see at some of our favorite retailers, or some of our favorite cookies that we see at some of our favorite retailers. Those products can't be found anywhere else in the world, and that means that when we want those products, we actually go directly to that store to get those products. And that change from just focusing on margin, so retailers saying, hey, I'm just going to drive margin from this product, to saying, hey, I'm going to take every dollar I save on marketing, every dollar I save on paying a large CPG brand, and I'm going to put it back into the product. And I'm going to increase the quality of that product such that it can't be found anywhere else. It's a top quality product. It competes with the best branded products anywhere in the world. That's a real shift for retailers. And some of the best retailers that we know are actually measuring the success of their private label programs, not just on sales, not just on margin, but on how many of their private label products are being bought by their most loyal shoppers. They look at their top 5, 10, 15% of loyal shoppers, the families that shop there every single week, and they're looking at what percentage of the basket is being made up of private label products. And they know that if they get it over a certain level, that those folks are actually really committed to those brands, whether it's, well, yeah, really committed to those brands. And what that means is those retailers actually don't need to invest quite so much on marketing. They don't need to invest so much on discounts, because those consumers, those families, those individuals, they're committed to those brands at that point. They're committed to those products, and they're going to come back time after time. And I think that shift from margin to retention, to engagement, to loyalty, has increased the quality of private label products substantially over the last decade and a half. And we've seen, some retailers, obviously, we look internationally, where typically private label in Europe has been ahead of private label in the US, where it's more than twice the amount. Private label in the US makes up about 20% of the market. In Europe, it's over 40. So you look you look at the UK, where Tesco Finest, well over a decade ago, was some of the best product on the market. And you look today, you think about Target here, and you think about their favorite day product, which is, some of the best product in class. So I think that shift has really, elevated the caliber and the quality of private label product. I think it's a net positive for consumers in the long run.